Team Wars Week 28 coming at you. Welcome in. We're going to jump right in. It is 1 a.m. right now. Late night streams with your boy. Appreciate you for stopping by if you are live with us. We have the real ADHD. Real Addy, 60-30. Mimsy this week was the big kind of trouble card that could get you into problems if the guy plays it really well. But otherwise, Poison was a really, like a good Poison play was really impactful this week. This might be a free win. But the Mimsy level 7 does pretty good work. It's like, what, 5 hits to 2, or 4 hits? 3, yeah, 4 hits to take the bar. So pretty good. Pretty good. If it was 4 hits for Mimsy to hit a level 25 new kid bar, he'd be damn good. Also, the Future Andy play, if they play an imp tweak on your Angel or your Ned or something, and it would really impact your setup, then that's when the Future Andy can counter that. The 4S Monkey could have played it on the Ned there, but then my Jimbo would have gotten killed a lot more, so this was okay. Kind of gives the same effect, and we take the bar, so this is totally fine, and the Ned dies, so that's totally fine. I do a great amount of damage to the new kid, so that helps me out. And also, remember that the Ned can heal the Mimsy, so that can be interesting. The Ned can be blasting away and keeping the Mimsy alive. Mimsy covers it through. Can we heal the Mimsy? Low levels here, so it shouldn't matter either way. Poison on the Visitors. Just the Visitors, probably not worth it. But if you can get Visitors plus one other thing. And something to note. Something that's super important for Angel Wendy and Poison weeks. If you play Poison right after they play Angel Wendy, they will not get their Angel Wendy back before the Poison's damage goes off. So if you have like a BHK or Visitors or something where the Poison would kill it, but Angel Wendy could potentially keep them alive, if you use the Poison right after Angel Wendy uses the ability, then you'll basically counter her ability and it'll make the Poison just like cleared up. And the Poison should kill her as well. So very, very good tip there. Wait. If you want to use Poison and they have the Angel out, wait until the Angel just played the heal. And they're normally not going to hold on to the Angel. Now, this is interesting. I don't think that he would be the card. Malcolmist. I don't think that he would be the card. Oh, here's an example of Ned getting healed, or Ned healing the Mimsy. But I don't think he would be the choice because Poison is the choice. So even if everybody had him leveled up, I don't think you would choose him. I could have waited on that Angel and healed the Mimsy. I don't think you would choose him, but it's interesting because sometimes the choice you make is just because of the levels. Like there's some decks that we don't pick SWOW in the past because not enough people had SWOW leveled up. But now that people have SWOW leveled up, we pick SWOW because, you know, even at level 4, it's better than the alternative at level 5 and stuff. So now that cards are kind of slowly leveling up, and that is one benefit of them no longer releasing new stuff. You know, you will eventually. I don't think anyone's going to get like full level 7s everything before the game shuts down, but it's at least a goal, right? All right, this is good. So there's the Poison. Now she should be able to heal the mecha. So that's kind of what I was saying. That's what you'd want to prevent. Oh, and the Poison was only level 6, so it didn't kill the Angel, but does good damage to her either way. And I had levels on him, so I wasn't too worried. Once I see levels, I don't play as well as I should. And I try to mess around and do cool stuff for you guys. So now Jimbo, you want to put Jimbo out here. Now she's down, so that's good. You can do the Monkey. If he gets mind controlled, nothing's going to really happen. That was an interesting play there. Moves him around, pulls the Sheriff instead of the Ned. That can't have been his intention, right? Now the Monkey clears out the backside here. Well done. Well done. Great heal. The angel heal is just... It's crazy how bad angel heal feels in ladder and how good it feels in Team Wars. Because it's like fully healing units in Team Wars, especially if they're not fully leveled. And then you're healing stuff that you never would have expected, like, oh, I'm gonna heal a assassin, or I'm gonna heal a Terrence and Phillip, or I'm gonna heal stuff I never would normally play, and it ends up being incredible value. And then in ladder, if you play Angel Wendy, I feel like you don't even get one heal off typically. Like it's like she's just so easy to kill. She's gonna get Inkened half the time. Sam's gonna kill her. So much other stuff's gonna happen. All right, this isn't a terrible start for him, but I'm kind of working on slow playing more than him. Isn't Angel Wendy low on the tier list? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She is low on the tier list in like ladder environment. But we've talked about this before. In Team Wars, she's arguably one of the best common cards in Team Wars. Her, Stan the Great, and Captain Diabetes, I think, are the best common cards in Team Wars. I might be missing. Oh, Friar Jimmy's also very good in Team Wars. But he's not as good. Those cards aren't as good in ladder, right? Like Friar Jimmy's good, but... And Stan the Great's pretty good, but he's not as good. Like it's just, like the way you can win a match with just those cards is unreal. Like just Angel can win you a match. Just Stan the Great can win you a match for sure. Just Friar can definitely win you a match if the heal works out. What's up, Kid Garba? Welcome in. Cut a stream, just got back to play after playing when it released. Man, you're coming back after so long. It's awesome. I mean, the game, they stopped updating the game, but it's still very active. There's still a lot of people playing. From a competitive standpoint in Team Wars, it's actually never been better, which is crazy. There's more teams running 50 than there's ever been. And the top 1, 2, and 3 teams are constantly switching who's winning every week. So it's never been more competitive. So if you want to get in a team, we have plenty of good ones. Check out Pirate Coalition. Discord.gg/Pirate Coalition. You can get in on a team. I think that's still our label. But welcome in, Kid Gar. But see, I mean, even this, like that plus 112, like look at that. That's like 433 is so much in Team Wars. Because 433 is never gonna die. It is never gonna die from New Kid. You know what I mean? Like there's just so much less damage, especially since typically you're gonna go up against people that'll be lower leveled than you if you're high. Like just typically that's what's gonna happen. And you hit 3 people, and it's a pretty decent range. Like it's brutal. And she survives New Kid blast. It's crazy good. It's crazy good. Yeah. Unfortunately, Kid, they kind of left the game in the worst state. They're not adding new cards, but they're still doing events and everything like that. But yeah, it's honestly the worst state of the game. Well, I wouldn't say the worst state. There's been 2 other states of the game that I think were worse than this. The first one was when you could dar a full health target and mind control and dar a mind control unit and steal that unit. I think that was the most bullshit the game's ever been. Like member berries and towers and stuff, it is kind of bullshit, but there was almost no coming back. Like member berries, you know, there's no coming back from that. But like if you could, it was just so easy. At least with member berries, you do kind of have to try and get a good cycle and stuff. But it was so easy to just like mind control sizzle and use dar on them, and then I just killed your 4-cost unit and got my 4-cost unit, but it's just so much more impactful because of which unit it is, you know what I mean? And you could double hit Inken, and Inken at the time was really good. That was the worst time. And then when Space Pilot Bradley was just released, he was stupid good. And he paired with like Mysterion was just stupid good. Cause you could have a Mysterion spawn with a speed boost and like kill 3 units and then take a bar. It was crazy. It was crazy. Worst state was OP Night Ike. Well, that's not as much of an issue now that Mayor McDaniels is a card. Before, it was just like power bind, and then if they power bind them, they get purified, and then it's game over. But now, like, you could power bind them, and if they purify that, you can Mayor McDaniels them, and you'll kill them. Like, Sizzle can stun them, so it's easier to kill stuff like that. I think because of some of the cards that have released, even if they wouldn't have nerfed stuff like that, because of some of the cards that were released, that stuff just isn't as good anymore. Like, especially charge cards. Like, Satan or Santa combos basically became useless once Mayor McDaniels became a card, because you were just so... Look at this. So we're healing, we're protecting the mecha kind of, but we're healing the Ned the whole time. Or we're healing the Mimsy the whole time. But Ned is not in any danger. But plus 64 is like 5 new kid hits at level 14. And look at him, he's still going, and I'm not worried about this guy. So he could maybe... I don't know why I used the heal, honestly. Oh, you know what would have been sick there, though? If I would have waited on the angel heal and he knocked him back, I would have been able to heal him. Oh, dang. That would have been awesome. Come on, Ned, get him. Oh, good job, Ned. So I used him there so that Angel wouldn't be the one that started getting new kid hit. Nice play there, nice play. Yeah, it wasn't even Sizzle. You prefer SPPD over chess? I mean, that is basically a good comparison. It's like a chess match to an extent. Auto chess, sword. You could maybe call it like a tower defense auto chess, but I think the correct word for it is tower rush. I think Clash Royale, this, all the other ones like it would be considered tower rush. Some people would probably just consider it tower defense, but I think any game where you play units and then they go is called tower rush. The OG tower rush was like, it's like castle defender, where there's just like one line and you have a castle and they have a castle and you just spawn units and the units walk out, and there's not a whole lot of stuff you can do. Look at that poison though. Oh, the beautiful poison after he does his own future Randy. That's just levels too. Like, obviously if the cards were higher level, that wouldn't be as impactful, but absolutely brutal there. Yeah, man, we're playing until the game's over, which we should. Worst case scenario, we should still have at least a year or two left, because there's word that in the code there was a 10-year license, and the game was released in like 2017 or something. So we probably, but it could be like that 10-year license. Like they were globally around, so I'm not sure how that works. It's also possible that that license only included like making new stuff, so it doesn't impact the perpetual state of the game. So it's possible in 2028 or 27 the game ends, but that's still a ways off, so we're gonna be here till we're done, baby. Surely they extend it. I mean, I will admit, the reason it's still going after, at this point, probably like 2 years since their last like update, is because it is still making money. Like, we see people in the Discord sharing how much money they're spending, or sharing the packs and what they got from the packs and stuff. And most of the people at my level don't really spend anymore. Maybe they'll spend on, like, maybe we'll buy certain $5 legend packs because we have like, that's the one legend we don't have level 5 yet, or we need 2 of them to get to level 6 or something. Like, every once in a while we'll spend, you know, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 bucks to get those pulls. But most of us, like myself, we've spent a lot of money, but we did it at the beginning of the game. We don't really have to spend any money anymore. Like, I have level 5 Future Randy on my main account, and I never bought a single Future Randy. I just naturally got Future Randys because, quite frankly, this game gives you legends way more than any other game ever did, or any game I play. There's one game, Clash of Wizards, is pretty good with legends because you actually get legends pretty frequently from just free packs, and you can get like 30 some free packs a day with ads. So the amount of free pack legends I've gotten from that game it's probably pretty good, but they're still not like in this game, it's consistently, you pretty much get a legend every week from Team Wars or close to it, like 50-50 shot. You're almost guaranteed 1 or 2 every month from the end of season, and then Battle Pass, you get 2 or 3. So it's like the amount of progress you make in this game is crazy. And then like rares and commons, you just get over time. Epics, you just get over time. And you don't really need that many epics to get it to level 4 or 5, which is competitive. Now to get to level epic 6 is crazy, and most people never even seen that. Like I've never even seen a level 7 epic, I don't think. Obviously don't use him. I mean, that kind of slow played it, so it's not the worst thing ever, but what that situation gave me there was I couldn't play Ned behind Tupperware, because if I played any range card behind Tupperware, his Mephisto could have just hit the range card and killed him. And that is Mephisto's main use case. Yes, you can use it to like push away from your new kid and protect your new kid, but it's just like that's typically never, it's like you typically want stuff by your new kid, you know, for the most part. So his ability just isn't very useful because of the nature of the game, but his ability does hit towers and just hits the towers for quite a bit of health. And the main use case for him is to hit like just one range card, like to start him. And then if the enemy plays mecha, you blast their mecha, right? Like stuff like that. That's what you use his ability for. So you usually want to just hold it. You definitely don't want to push people away from your new kid, right? Well, that right now it's in the perpetual state of, I mean, it's supported in the sense that like if the servers go down, they'll fix them, but yeah, they're not doing any new stuff. And yeah, it would just be a question of if they have to rebuy a license, if the license can just get extended, if it's just like that's end of life of the game and it's just like game over. I don't know. It's always just been speculation, because somebody had seen the code and seen that value in there, and it could have been that they misunderstood it too. You know, like it might not be a license in the same sense as the license that we think it is. You know what I mean? Like, who knows what it actually is? But most likely, it's a license for the IP in general. Now, does that mean when that runs out, the game has to end? I don't know. That can't really be how a license like that works, right? Because then what about a game like, what about like a like Kingdom Hearts or something? Like the OG Kingdom Hearts. Their license for the Disney stuff all still exists. You know what I mean? Like probably, I mean, I guess maybe it's been extended through the other games, but let's say they never made another Kingdom Hearts game. Would that obviously they can't like stop selling that game. Like in this sense, obviously they can stop the game, but I don't think the license ending would be a reason to stop it. I think the reason to stop it would be servers are more expensive than they're pulling in. Like that obviously will eventually happen probably. But as of now, I think they still honestly probably make a decent amount of money on the game. License to use the intellectual property. Yeah, right, but the license to use it doesn't mean that when that license runs out, you can't, like you couldn't make new stuff with it for sure. But I don't think it necessarily means like that property has to no longer exist because the license ends. You know what I mean? Because like think of it, if this game wasn't a live service game that needed servers, then this wouldn't be a question, right? They got a license to use it, they created it, and then boom, game over. Maybe they did a couple DLCs, whatever. The game's no longer supported. It's not like they have to delist it from the App Store because the license runs out, right? I wouldn't assume so. I guess it would maybe depend on how the contract is set up, I guess. It could be. I don't assume that. I assume they'd be able to keep it going, but other people are assuming that it'll end in 10 years. But on top of that, though, like they had a beta period and they had like global release. So if it is a 10-year license, it would have had to have existed before that. So it might be this year, it might be next year. But I don't know. Nymph Nicole deck now. Hey, that's cool, man. Definitely, when you're lower rank, definitely take advantage of being able to use like the more interesting stuff. Because once you get to a higher rank, you're kind of stuck using, you know, the top 80% of cards, or else you're just gonna get your shit rocked. One bad card in your deck can make you lose matches. Like it's pretty crazy. Like if I put Program Stand in my main deck, I would lose every match. If I played him. That's the thing though, like you can put a bad card in your deck and just never play the thing, and then it doesn't really matter. But if you try to play it and get value from it, most of the time you're gonna lose, because it's just like you can't get value from it. Like you cannot get enough value from it to matter. And even if maybe you do get a little value, eventually you're gonna be like behind on energy. Like Swashbuckler, 4 energy for Swashbuckler, sure it could be good, but like if you don't use it at the right time, the right moment, it's a waste of energy. Yeah, there definitely are. You'll get to know a couple of them. There's some people who run bots, and normally they'll play in one spot, so you can just like avoid them, and maybe you'll take 3 bars before they take 3 bars, you know? So you can usually outclass the bots, but sometimes their levels, if you don't have the levels, yeah, the levels can just walk. They make the deck in a way where they're just gonna walk all over you. Yeah, I stream Mondays and Tuesdays. Okay, this is a good match. We gotta pay attention to this one. I stream Mondays and Tuesday nights, mostly gameplay. Tonight we're so late that we're just doing the Team Wars review. So I totally messed this match up. I should have just played the visitors there. I thought that the damn mecha would kill it, but it was only level 4. For some reason, I thought it was level 5 mecha. If it was level 5 mecha, it would have killed him and he wouldn't have taken a hit. So that's really frustrating, especially on a week where they had Mimsy. But at this point, I'm kind of like desperate now. I'm like, I gotta make up this because like I screwed up so bad there. But look at those Mimsies like push each other. That is something interesting with Mimsy, is that if you play them right next to each other, if you play them perfectly in line in the midpoint, they will bash into each other and they will never move. It's hard to do because like both of you have to play him at the exact same time in the exact same spot, but it actually is quite hilarious. The mind control there is kind of annoying. I should have waited on my mind control and used it to steal his Jimbo. And if I would have, that's probably a bad swashbuckler too. If I would have stolen that Jimbo, if I would have stolen the Jimbo, then I could have probably taken the bar with his AoE. I'm not positive if he would have hit it or not. But I probably could have killed the Jimbo at least. That pulling him in is annoying. The heal on that Angel was brutal there. I do have slightly lower levels on this account because of the team it's on. But the monkey should take the bar? No, I guess not. Unfortunate. But can we defend here? Now this is the reason that this match is still pretty fun. I wish we would have gotten the bar, or we did get the bar there though. So that was nice. But that 5 energy, or that 5, me only having 5 HP left almost won me the game. Because he plays Mimsy, and we almost stop the Mimsy. We almost stop the Mimsy from doing any damage and then counter to win. It's so I'm so goddamn frustrated that this didn't work. I'm so frustrated that didn't work. I should have played that differently, where the swashbuckler would go down and pull him, but it doesn't really matter. Because he played the level 3 Mephisto, which is really like, I should have played Mecha. I should have played Mecha probably. I should have played Mecha. I should have poisoned there. I should have poisoned there. Or should have had the energy. That's a good freeze though, but the monkey for some reason decides to go up, not down. So instead of the monkey going and killing the Angel and probably taking the bar, I freaking lose, man. Like, that's so annoying. The damn monkey decided, and I think I would have been able to turn that around and 3-bar him, honestly. So stupid. Yeah, and all because that shitty opening. Because I thought my mecha was level 5. I can't remember. Did the team not bring mecha to level 5? Or does that account not have mecha level 5? I can't remember. Either way, that's so annoying. I should have just played the visitors. I would have lost one. One of them would have been a little damage from the monkey, but so annoying.
My weed not good enough for you?
So annoying. All right, the Mary Jane Randy this week I actually kind of liked. Was it Mary Jane versus Swashbuckler or Mary Jane versus Program Stand? I liked the Mary Jane pull. I thought you could get a lot of value from them. And you'll see one of these games, or maybe we already missed it when I was chatting it up, but one of these games I get some insane value with the Angel on the plants, healing the plants constantly, and then the plants keep taunting. Pretty awesome. Poison plus Labard, I don't think kills me at this level. Oh, it does kill him. I didn't get the ability off in time. I didn't think that would kill me. That must have been a level 7 poison. Maybe if he was all the way at the bottom, it would. I don't know. I mean, I sure thought he was all the way at the bottom. So that Angel should hit New Kid here and take the bar. Bop, bop. Oh, it didn't hit. Oh, there it did. Grumpy, what's up? Good poison here. Just take care of them. Angel keeps the tanks alive. And the Jimbo still focused on New Kid there. Walked all the way back. Ned on the top side forces him to play something there. Otherwise, Jimbo gets himself healed up. I like it when the Jimbo heal gets, or the Jimbo attack gets split a little bit too. Oh man, when Jimbo used to, oh my god, guys. That might have been a worse time when Jimbo stacks didn't ever disappear, and you could put like 100 on this unit and then put another unit closer and get 100 on that unit. That was pretty bad, dude. That was pretty bad. Like basically once you got one unit to be like one-shotting assassins, it didn't really make sense to keep boosting that one, because then it was easier for them to just remove that one unit. But then you could play another unit, so you play like Ned out and you get Ned to like plus 150 or something where he can just one-shot assassins, and then you put like Inkin or something out, and you blast a bunch of people, and then Inkin starts getting boosted, and once Inkin gets a couple extra hits, he starts just absolutely destroying. So this setup, he kind of wasted that, but I guess it would kind of protect you. This is the Adventure Lock, by the way, so we are lower leveled here. But the Ned value that we got, oh no, Ned's down. The Ned value we got pretty good. This might be the one I was talking about. The Angel plus these plants is just absolutely brutal. Take him out, yes, but he would have just mind controlled the plant there, remember? So it wouldn't have been that impactful. But look at this. Huge heal on the plant to keep the plant alive. The Angel coming through, taking out that BHK, beautiful. Jimbo could be at their New Kid, and you could play a range behind your New Kid. Oh, yeah, it was terrible. And you could get an incredible boost for the next fight. Because now, by the time you walk to New Kid, that boost will be gone. But yeah, you can get a 200 attack boost on your Mecha Timmy or something. That was crazy. Probably didn't need that. I probably would have taken him out. No, I guess I wouldn't have, because Jimbo's wasn't gonna hit him. But look at that, we were still healing pretty well there. And hold on a second. Did I play Randy twice, or was that the same Randy the whole match? Hold on a second. Not the whole match, but the moment I could play him. Did he survive the whole match? Is this the same Randy? Is this the same Randy? Save. I healed him. No way. There's no way he doesn't die here. Oh, do I future Randy him? I might future Randy him. No, there's just no damage because the plant triggered. And the other plant triggered. Heal him, Angel! Oh, I do use future Randy. That is the same Randy the whole time, dude. It's nice I can use future Randy and the other Randy. That's crazy, dude. He's still alive. I never noticed that, dude. That's what I was talking about, though. Like, Randy sure can work. Randy sure can work sometimes. I was getting the heals from the angel over and over and over again, and I made sure to never play, you know, more units behind so that I was always healing the 3 plants and stuff. That was pretty awesome. Future Randy doesn't count as a Randy card. Just like Cupid Cartman doesn't count as a Cartman, Future Randy doesn't count as a Randy. So you can play Future Randy with any Randy card, and you can play Cupid Cartman with any Cartman card. Those are the only 2 cards that's true with, I believe. Otherwise, yeah, you can't. I always thought that's kind of stupid. Then you can't like pair. I don't really understand the idea of that other than just like, oh, you can't have more than one person out. But it's like, if he plays Cartman and I play Cartman, like, how do you explain that, bitch? But it's like, the fact that you can't, like, you know, put 2 Kenny assassins out, or put Stan the Great and Stan of Many Moons. I guess I never really understood that. I guess it kind of prevents you from being able to combo certain things together. But, I mean, you can do it in Team Wars potentially, but, like, you can't combo... Or no, I guess, never mind. You could just do different themes, but you can't combo like Kyle of the Drow Elves shield plus Gunslinger Kyle's attack or something like that. You know, like, I kind of understand that, but at the same time, there's not a whole lot of things that synergize with themselves in a way where I would be like so worried about it that I would put a rule in the game that you can't play multiples of that card. And the way they do the cycle, like, you don't have to worry about playing the same card twice because you'll just never get the same card. Like in other games, a lot of the decks are built on one card that's really, really good, and then you do just a bunch of cheap stuff, you know, a typical cycle deck where, like, sometimes the goal is to get 2 of that one card out at the same time because they synergize with themselves really well. And if you have 2 of them out, it can snowball really well, right? And then you can just like keep getting more and more and more. So that, like, think of like a Blood Elf Bebe that you can just keep alive over and over again and put another one out and keep alive, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. Or play Ninju on a Ninju on a Ninju on a Ninju, you know what I mean? So I get that, like, they kind of wanted to prevent that to an extent, maybe, but I don't know. I will say it makes it a little unique in that sense. Like, there's no other game has any concept like that. Like, you can't play the same unit. Like, none of them do. That I remember, at least. Some of them might have had like a cycle similar where it's like, but I don't think any of them were cycled like you cycle when you play the card, not when the card dies. So it is unique in that sense, which is good. I don't know if it's necessarily true that like that uniqueness is why it's still around, but it's nice. Love when mind control the Jimmy and I place another one down. Oh yeah, exactly. Sometimes that is funny where you can like, you steal, they steal your sizzle away or something, and you can play, not sizzle, they steal like Psalm away and you can put Stay in the Great out or something. I think the best one is if they steal like, if they steal Cartman, like if they steal Grand Wizard and then you can put Call Girl Coon out or something like that. Those are usually fun because if you double stack the tanks like that, and that might be why it's like those are the only, like, maybe they didn't want you to just be able to do double Cartman tanks. I don't know. I don't really understand that. I still don't think that makes any sense, but it is what it is. But once they put DSR out there, stuff like that became not as impactful either, because if stuff like that became the meta, then everybody would just run DSR. Well, I guess Barry's decks are kind of that, just a bunch of tanks, and DSR definitely can't deal with that, but Cock Magic could, you know, so stuff like that. I run Callgirl, Shield Maiden Wendy, and sometimes Shield Maiden will get MC'd. But yeah, exactly. That's a good example, is Shield Maiden Callgirl. So that's a really good example. Because those are two, like Stan the Great, Stand of Many Moons, like they're the same unit type, you know? So it's like most of the time you're not going to play them at the same time. The Assassins are the only ones where it's like, obviously it would be beneficial for me to be able to play like Gizmo Ike and Smuggler Ike at the same exact time, you know? But yeah, with Call Girl especially, or like Midberry Crunch, you could have Midberry Crunch with I would say Archangel Bradley deck maybe with a tank, and you can get him out, and then you can have the tank boost slow protecting Midberry Crunch. Pretty cool. Mind if I ask why Nicole decks don't get shined too much at high ranks? Mostly because Purify. I'd say two things. Potential Purify, which makes her worthless. Potential Removal, which you put all this energy into getting her stacked up to 1,000 health, and then she doesn't even get an attack off because she just gets transmogged. Or you play towers and you just defend. So like if you have a really stacked Nicole, it doesn't matter if I have a tower, if I have a cyborg tower there, and then I sizzle you, and the cyborg tower kills you before you even attack me. Or I play Coop myself, and you never hit anything but a Coop, and then I kill you with other units. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of why. Also, a reason why Nicole isn't good is just simply because almost every unit that boosts her, rats, pigeons, I mean, cows you can, but it's kind of silly. The Coop is probably the one thing that's fine. Amazingly Randy, Catapult Timmy, all the stuff that helps her to get stacked is dog shit. Catapult Timmy, not terrible, but dies too quick. Amazingly Randy shouldn't be 4 cost, not worth it. The Coop is the one thing that's like consistent. Slave, you can get some stacks off the Slave cocks at the end, but it's like there's just nothing that helps her get better is good enough to be able to maintain the deck after she dies, is basically the problem. What's a good comeback deck to use coming through the ranks? Trying to think. It would kind of depend on what cards you have. Like, a lot of the cards that are useful are legendary stuff, so you probably don't have them upgraded. Like, cows are going to be really common, so stuff like Inkin is going to help you deal with the cows. But if Inkin's not leveled enough, then it's basically worthless. Fireball's good. I'd say Adventure is probably your best bet. Lightning Bolt for those special targets. You could fireball some targets. Psalm's still strong. And then Fantasy probably. Tower, Robin, Shield Maiden. You know, Gnomes. Superheroes are good if you have superheroes leveled, but you probably don't. It's tough. It's tough to give you advice because I don't even know. I don't have any idea what you have that would be playable. You just do pigeons and yeah. See, even pigeons alone can lose you that game. I would say Frontier Bradley with that deck might help you out because because part of the problem with Nicole is that like if I have some swarm in my deck, like if I have gnomes or hamsters, which it's pretty likely that your enemy's gonna have gnomes or hamsters at a high level. One or the other. That's 2 or 3 attacks, no matter what. Like, no matter how many boosts you get on Nicole, she has to attack those guys 3 or 2 times. And when you like, I can play in a way where I'm gonna be able to kill you before you really get value from that one unit. That's why Classy's not very good. Because, like, sure, Classy gets super stacked and she can attack one unit a lot, but if she has to attack two cocks, or she has to hit like 2 rats or something, like she's kind of worthless, right? So it's kind of hard. Jimbo Ned's good, yeah. But yeah, pigeons alone. Frontier with pigeons though could be good. Like some situations where they play like a tank and you can just delete the tank with pigeons plus Frontier. Or if the pigeons start hitting New Kid, you put Frontier out there and then they go bop 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 bop. Because it'll boost every single one of the pigeons. Frontier will. And then they get AoE too. And then that's why Nicole with the AoE, because Nicole will get the AoE too. So Nicole could do 500 damage AoE next to her and delete all the swarm that they're trying to protect her with, right? That's what I would do. And then you could have the cows in there too. City Walk guy is a little bit hard. I'd prefer not doing City Walk guy because a lot, like with Nicole, you want the swarm and stuff to protect her. So like you want to play her in line with the cock sometimes. Sometimes it's better to play her offset, but you want this other stuff to be taking hits so that she's not taking the hit. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times, if you can get the unit to attack the cock once, Nicole could like one-shot that unit, and so Nicole's not going to take any damage. But they're level 4 and cover. Yeah, it's going to be tough to get back. But I will say that, you know, if you do, there's daily missions. There's missions that are like every 2 days. There's missions or quests, whatever you want to call them, events. Quick pack or your free pack every 4 hours. Get on a team so you're getting Team Wars rewards. That's important. And you know, just do the event every day. Every day you're gonna have an event to do. Unless, I guess, if you finish it on Monday, you don't have it on Tuesday, kind of thing. But I think it's Monday, Tuesday there's an event, Wednesday, Thursday there's an event, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday there's an event. I think that's typically how they do it. Pushing the Nicole to new kid, yeah, that can be fun. If you play it, I call it cow walking. If you play the cows, you can get the unit right in the middle of the cows, and it'll bring that unit along right to new kid. Or you can push it, like put her in the corner of the cows, and it'll push them right to new kid. That can be cool because Nicole has a pretty low aggro range, so even if she's already targeting somebody, you can push her out of range and she'll retarget. So if you push her and she goes way over here, she'll hit the new kid. It's pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. Anyway, I appreciate you guys stopping by. It is almost 2 a.m., so we're gonna get out of here. Thank you so much for stopping by, and if you're watching on YouTube tomorrow morning, check out the Twitch and YouTube live tonight, and we're gonna be playing some South Park. We're gonna be grinding some Battle Pass. Thursday is Kai, you're late. Thursday is the end of the Battle Pass, so we're gonna grind some Battle Pass. We have a couple that are almost done. Yeah, you missed it, Kai. You missed it. All right, everybody. We'll see you guys. Thanks for stopping by. Peace out.